What is going on, everybody? ZakRC here. Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to you, and welcome along to episode number 2 of Season 3 of the F1 Road to GOAT Driver Career Mode Series for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, second round of the 2024 Formula 1 World Championship. If you guys did miss the last episode, uploaded mid-November, quite a while ago at this point, make sure to go check that one out before you see this one. There'll be a link in the top right-hand corner of your screen now. But looking forward to getting this second round underway. As I say, it's been a long time coming, but we're back now for the new year and ready to start posting once more. Here's your grid then. Lando Norris starting P3. Red Bull, his second race for the Red Bull team. We start back in P7 for today's race. Hot off a decent opening round in Australia. Looking to try and build on that and try and extend our advantage in the championship. And Max Verstappen, who retired from the opening race from the lead with a few laps to go in Australia, looking to seek redemption here today.
Alright, good start to the season, guys. This is quite a different circuit, but I'm feeling ready. Let's get another win.
Hopefully another win is on the cards. Looking at strategy for today's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, looking to go a lap earlier on the stop in terms of our mandatory pit stop in terms of this race, as those soft tyres can wear awfully quickly on a circuit like Jeddah, which is very tough on the tyres, similar to sort of Bahrain in that respect, at least in terms of my driving style. So we get underway now for the formation lap for this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Of course, the key aim today is to try and move up into the field. Of course, qualifying, we're starting P7. Not a fantastic place to be, but given just how close this grid is, based off that first round, I'm not surprised about that at all. Piastri starting there in front of us with a McLaren sandwich. Albon there in P8 on medium tyres, so perhaps it's going to go a bit longer into the first stint, and we've gone a bit too far forward in our starting position, and we have unfortunately had to start further back in our slot, which won't help us at all here. But here we go now to 5 red lights to get this one underway. No more talking. Time for action. It's the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and it's lights out, foot to the floor. Go, go, go. We're underway here in round 2. Good start up against Piastri on the left-hand side, going towards that very short run into the first corner. Djokovic there on the Aston Martin on our outside, going through turn 1, now through turn 2. Sainz gets away the lead up front. Russell second, Norris in third, Verstappen, Leclerc side by side for fourth. We sit back here in 6th place. Going to try and go for a move on Leclerc if we can get close enough. Not enough room to make a move into this very tight left-hander, so we'll stay in line for the time being. But a decent getaway, 1 place to gain off the line. Piastri did not get away well at all there. He's down to 8th place. And Albon back there, I think, in 9th as well. So not a fantastic start for the McLaren cars. Hopefully they'll try and come back for themselves over the course of the Grand Prix itself. Looking, though, to pressurise Leclerc, who's going to think too fast to go for a move on Verstappen into that long sweeping left-hander at the far end of the racetrack. Going to try and pull to the inside of both of them who can. ERS deployed around Verstappen, who gets sandwiched there and gets completely swallowed by ourselves and Leclerc, who goes side by side with us in the Ferrari Alfa Romeo. Into the chicane we go. Leclerc goes a bit too deep. We're trying to go on his outside, and now back to the inside here on the exit, using our battery once again to try and pull in front of the Monegasque side by side with the former world champion Verstappen there behind us as well. Looking to try and counter if we can, but remains back in P6, and we slide through to take P4. So 2 places gained there in about a sector or so. So we've managed to make a better getaway here. On top number 3 now, still chasing now Lando Norris for 3rd place. Sainz in 2nd, and Russell now showing the way. Our teammate, of course, did so well in the opening race in Australia before falling to the field after we passed him late on in the race. To the inside of Norris, going to the chicane. Not going to try it. Almost went for it. We tapped the wall there at the side of the racetrack. So not helping us at all. Norris getting away with relative ease there. They'll start looking to chase down his best friend Carlos Sainz. So they run towards the last corner on the circuit. On to number 4 now this race. Norris around the outside of the Spaniard, the reigning world champion, and into 2nd place, looking to try and hunt down Russell. We still hit back here in P4, and Sainz frustrating us here. We want to try and get around as quickly as we can, but it's not looking likely so far. Sainz with a good defence as we make our way through. Sainz more focused on trying to get around George Russell now, as Norris moves into the lead a couple of laps later on lap 7. We go very close to hitting the back of the Spaniard there.
I'm going for it.
This has to be the one. We can't spend any more laps waiting behind the Spaniard of Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. DRS deployed for us to begin lap number 8. 1 lap away from our pit window opening. Going to try and make a move this time. Go late on the brakes, down to the inside of on the corner in turn 1. Sainz goes side by side with us. Around the outside we go, and taking the position away from the Spaniard. And we now sit in 3rd place. Russell just in front of us. Norris 1.7 down the road, but Sainz isn't quite finished with us yet. On the DRS, they're going towards the last corner once again on the circuit. Sainz around the outside, takes P3 away from us. As cool as you like from the smooth operator, and into the last corner. Sainz maintaining that position, frustrating us that little bit longer, but this time we've got DRS playing games here down this main straight, so you can try and make a move on them with the DRS once again back in our favour, and the last little slivers of our battery here. Our ERS running very low as our pit window opens up. We'll go to the outside of Sainz if we can into turn number 1. Late on the brakes into the corner. We have the inside line for turn 2. I'm going to get around him here, just carrying greater speed through the corner and on the exit, pulling in front of Sainz once again. So lap 9 and P3 secure once more. So come on to end lap number 9. Sainz gets back around us, and we're looking at our first and only pit stop of this Grand Prix. In we come now, under the pit limit just about, and avoiding a penalty which would not help us at this stage in the race. Here we go then, first stop, first and only stop. Mercedes team getting to work, of course, clutch for us in Melbourne. Look at the same sort of thing here. 2.2 second stop from the Silver Arrow team. And we are now back out on the racetrack. We're going back towards the racetrack, but this time re-emerging in dead last. The only car to pull into the pit lane, that was us, to go onto a fresh set of medium tyres, which means our tyres will be 1 lap older than everyone else's, at least come the end of the Grand Prix. But hopefully we can make that extra lap count and try and get out and gain track position over Russell and Norris in particular, while trying to get around Sainz as well. End of lap number 10 then, on to lap 11. Number of cars coming into the pit lane there. See Piastri, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Russell all in. Can we try and get out in front of our teammate? Here's the big question. He's on his way towards the pit exit now. I think he's just got us. Yes, there goes our teammate and compatriot George Russell back on the racetrack and narrowly ahead of us here, as we look to try and close up some of these cars further ahead.
These back markers, man. Get them out of the way.
As we get to work here, trying to get around as many of these cars as quickly as possible so as to not lose too much time to Russell. Liam Lawson, his second race in Formula 1 in the AlphaTauri. Around the outside we go, going towards that last corner. DRS again on our side as we make our way into the corner and pulling in front of him just about. And Russell will literally sitting there nose to tail with our teammate in the other Mercedes. He's going to try and make a move here on Marcus Armstrong, also in his second race today. Russell on the DRS. We're on the DRS. Armstrong's got it too, but his Haas is no match for the straight line speed of George Russell and our Mercedes as we go into turn 1 here. Russell and Armstrong side by side, going to try and take advantage if we can. All the way on the inside of the exit, a bit of a tap to the back of Russell's car. Going to try and get around the outside of Armstrong. We do just that, but Russell narrowly keeps it in front of us there. I think if the track was any wider, we might have just got him. If we hadn't tapped him on the back wing of the car, we may have had a better chance, but not to be this time. Russell, a few corners later now, going for Logan Sargent in the Williams around the outside, trying to get it happen. We're going to switch back to the inside like we did on the first lap against Verstappen and Leclerc, side by side with the American on the run towards the chicane here. Sargent is trying to outbrake us, but we get in there before he does. Over the curbs there, but we did get a warning for a collision with him. We did make light contact on the way past, but lucky to still be in contention as Russell, already going for the Audi of Guan Yu Zhou, gets around him with little to no trouble. We get around Zhou ourselves here at the end of lap number 12 as Zhou pulls into the pit lane for his stop. On to lap 13, Russell still chasing. We're still chasing Russell here. Leclerc sets the fastest lap of the race behind us. He's there in 5th. Only Stroll and Norris in the Aston Martin and Red Bull respectively yet to make their pit stop. Score started on the medium tyres, so looking to try and go a bit longer in their first stint. They've done just that here. We're too focused now on our teammate George Russell. Again, our second major go at our teammate in one-on-one wheel-to-wheel combat. To the outside of the racetrack we go with the DRS on our side. Last time we were on the grass to try and get him. No grass necessary this time around the outside of Russell. Nice and easy, but this time he'll have DRS on us as we come down the main straight here. And let's move for the lead of the race. Zhou and Norris both into the pit lanes to start lap number 14, nearing the second half of this race. Fastest lap for us, but Russell even faster on the inside of us in another Mercedes. And into turn 1, takes the race lead away. We didn't actually lead the race at all there. Russell gets away with it and takes back P1. We're in P2 now, so the track position has worked in our favour. The strategy to pit earlier has paid off. Norris and Stroll now quite a way behind us on the road. Still chasing Russell here. End lap number 15. Yellow flag is out. Norris is falling down the order here. Verstappen now in 5th place. It looks like Norris has had some kind of problem out of the last corner. We're too busy closing down on Russell though. Going into turn 1. Safety car has been deployed for the first time tonight here on lap 16. And that will be the instant for the Red Bull KTM of Lando Norris. Let's have a look at the replays here and see just what's happened to our compatriot who's running so high up, leading this Grand Prix earlier on. And again, another driver suffering, having led the way in a Grand Prix. Had that Verstappen last time out, and looks like problems have now struck Norris as well. But look at the replay here. It looks to be just simple driver error as he spins the car. And from here, that looks perfectly recoverable until we see one of the next 2 cars coming in. That is one of the McLarens. We have Piastri, who has just gone shunted into Lando's rear wing. As you see, the safety car lights come on the side of the racetrack. So there's your state of play. Russell leads us from then us in 2nd and Leclerc in 3rd.
What's George doing? Why is he putting that alone?
Russell's got a problem. There's smoke out the back of the Mercedes there all of a sudden, and we now lead the Grand Prix. What's happened there? I don't think I've ever seen that under a safety car before, especially a broadcast one no less. Russell eliminated from contention the 2nd race in a row. The main driver who's been on course, the favourite to win the race, with just a handful of laps to go, eliminated from contention to win it. Russell this time, Verstappen last time. It's falling apart for race leaders who lead the most laps in these Grand Prix. It's becoming a right curse for them. This now means we inherit the lead for the restart. Leclerc 2nd and Sainz 3rd, Verstappen 4th. and Piastri rounds off your top 5. Norris at the back of the pack. I think Albon must have pitted as well, or pitted late, because he's now quite down the order as well. There is your confirmation. Russell out of the race. The safety car coming in. It's like we get control back. The plan here will be try and back everyone up as best we can on the restarts. He tapped the safety car there. Probably shouldn't do that, if I'm honest. Off the last corner though, and looking at this restart, we need to try and get away as best we can in order to try and build a lead on these medium tyres. Here we go. No more talking. Once again, we are ready for action with just 6 more laps to go here in Jeddah. Waiting for that green flag to come back out. There it is. We are back underway here. 6 laps to go in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. 6 laps to hold this lead. Leclerc and Sainz about half a second back as we enter that first corner. In we go. Missing the curbs there. Didn't quite go on the line as we might have liked, but getting away. Leclerc right there behind us to make our way through towards turn 4. Yellow flag behind us. That's Lance Stroll and the Aston Martin who's gone around. Bunch of cars there behind him.
Red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please.
Wait, what happened? How could there be a red flag that fast?
And strong spin has brought out the red flag, which is something I didn't think I'd see today. I'm assuming due to the mass stoppage of cars on the racetrack, but this could be a big play for us. Of course, standing start, we're going again, and it'll be soft tyres for everyone, I think, on this restart. Stroll will lose nothing in terms of track position, so he's okay there. He may lose a place or two at best, but all of a sudden we're looking here at a very short sprint to finish. 4 laps at best, restarting on lap 22 here. No more talking. Porsche has been disqualified. 1 more car less to worry about. Lights out once again. 4 laps to go here in Saudi Arabia. Ourselves versus the 2 Ferraris on the run towards the first corner, getting a good getaway and having no challenges behind us. Into turn number 1 we go, but a bit wide there through turn 2, way wide, the exit turn 2, almost losing the back end of the car there, and maybe tapping the wall a little bit. There goes Carlos Sainz, charging around the outside. Sainz moves into the race lead there, the smooth operator and the reigning world champion, looking to get his title defence kickstarted after a poor race in Australia, and now shows the way here in Jeddah with Leclerc in 3rd place. We're in a Ferrari sandwich with this late in the Grand Prix. And all of a sudden we've got to get around the Spaniard as soon as possible here. We'll have DRS for the last 2 laps, but it might not be enough to stop Sainz. He's pulling away quite quickly here. Actually, he's got a decent chunk of our battery closing in on him down this main straight. Going to try and go for the lead here. 3 more laps to go in Jeddah. 3 laps inside this race victory. Going down towards turn 1 to the inside of Sainz. Pulling alongside but braking too early there. Sainz maintains position. Gets in front of us. Gets clear at turn 1 and pods away once more. Leclerc under threat from Max Verstappen in 4th place there, looking for that last spot on the rostrum as we keep behind Sainz as best we can here. No battery once again, we're very low on battery at this point, and no DRS either, not until the next lap to the inside of Sainz in the chicane. And like we did with Lando earlier, deja vu, we've gone off the circuit after tapping the wall there. We've pulled away quite a decent gap this time, so no threat to worry about behind. Leclerc about 9/10 back, almost a second behind us here. It's all us and Sainz here as we run towards that last corner to start the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. Not going to pull to the inside just yet, bit too risky to go for it this late on in the braking zone, but on the exit and try and close in on him with our last little bits of DRS. The last bit of battery, sorry, down the main straight. Well, again, 2 laps to go. We set the fastest lap, taking back from Sainz very quickly indeed. Going to go to the outside this time. DRS deployed, waiting for DRS to be deployed. It's back online now, tapping Sainz through turn 1. Sainz goes way wide on the exit there, over the curb. We retake the lead of the race, and Sainz now falling away. We've got a lap and a half to hold on to this one. Verstappen now threatening Sainz for the 2nd spot. He takes the 2nd spot. All of a sudden, Verstappen, the Flying Dutchman, becomes our main concern. He's all over us here on the penultimate lap. A lap and a half, as I say, left to go in this one. And he's got DRS to his advantage. That Red Bull KTM is strong in the straight line when it wants to be. Verstappen looking around, trying to find some kind of opening here to make our way out of the chicane and going towards the last sector. He catches us unawares there. We hit the wall and almost go off the circuit completely. That could have been race over. And we're now being desperately swallowed by several cars. Verstappen, both Ferraris, Piastri out of nowhere. Where's he come from? In the closing stages, tapping Sainz, hitting his sideboard to the last corner. Contact there. We've almost sent him straight off into the wall. There was definite contact. You can see the rumble on our car. Sainz falling away here. Verstappen now leads. Onto the bell lap we go. Last lap, and I think it might be too little too late at this point. Verstappen is gone. DRS is not helping our case here as we get towards the end of the lap here. Verstappen is 2nd clear. He's got this race won. It's over. We may have thrown this one away. Leclerc all over us now, looking to try and nick 2nd place in the last sector. Piastri in 4th, Ocon 5th, Sainz down the order in 6th place right now. Leclerc on our inside for this chicane here, giving the room, avoiding the wall this time around. We've got DRS just about. DRS deployed for what could be the last time in this Grand Prix. Ocon looking for a late podium if he can. Piastri all over us too. To the inside we go to Leclerc, taking back 2nd place. We've braked a bit too late going into the last corner and gone way wide. Piastri up the inside. We have to brake to avoid the wall. Piastri nicks it off us for 2nd place. Verstappen takes the checker flag. Piastri will come home in 2nd, and we only just snap a podium finish. Wow.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
Season after season, Jeddah serves up chaos. It's been here for 3 different races in road to go, and Verstappen wins it here in Saudi Arabia. His first win of the campaign, and Red Bull's first win as part of their KTM partnership. Piastri nicks his first podium of his F1 career in just his second start, and we finish in 3rd, adding on to our points from Australia. What a race that was. Absolute chaos all the way around, and I hope we get more races like that this season, because that was absolutely immense action out on track.
Cohen increases their championship lead. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
Let's move on to the constructors. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula 1 action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Let's have a look then at your top 10 from this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Verstappen wins it then from Piastri and ourselves in 2nd and 3rd. Ocon nicks 4th from Leclerc in the end. Sainz comes home 6th after contact with us on the penultimate lap. We only just hung on to 3rd place there after the stewards got involved, so a brief thing saying to be discussed after the race. We got away with it. Djokovic home in 7th, Scholl 8th, Gasly 9th, and Frederick Vesti comes home in 10th place for Williams. Of course, Russell failing to finish, the only proper retiree from this race. Porsche disqualified under the red flag, I'm assuming for contact with someone. Anyway, we lead the World Championship by 13 points to Leclerc. Verstappen takes his first 25 of the season, he's there in 4th. Piastri sits in 3rd place, unbelievably, and Russell down in 7th. He has not helped himself. That retirement has not helped his case at all. But we still lead the constructors. Mercedes and McLaren now sit in 2nd place, 1 point clear Ferrari. Red Bull, KTM in 4th, and Aston Martin rounds off your top 5. Only Audi and AlphaTauri yet to score after these first 2 rounds. But guys, that is the end of the 2nd episode of Road to Go. We are back for 2024. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until my next video, guys, have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.